Okay, welcome back, everybody.
Hey, welcome back.
We have to talk to this bootblack. I'm going to put my fucking gear back on.
What's up with our boots? Oh, right.
We're in a fancy outfit.
Right, fuck that.
Oh, wait, I want my... I'm pressing all the wrong buttons.
Some roasted peanuts as snacks.
Which, as you all know, are considered
The worst of the nuts.
lesser nuts. We wear these boots.
I mean, we know they're not really nuts to begin with, but...
It's very frustrating how this is sending me back into the...
One day, friends, I know we talked about doing a nut.
A nut off!
That's not what we're doing. A nut showdown? Well, I don't think that's any better. Anyway.
So we were wearing the silver sword, and then we were wearing iris. I realise probably we're not supposed to be completely re-equipping ourselves in this situation, but...
We just have to remember to change our clothes back before we go back to the place, otherwise Anna Henrietta was going to be mad at us.
Yeah. Okay, so things were left on a very...
Intriguing note.
It, literally about a note. I kind of feel like when Regis found out that the boy was delivering the notes, that was kind of the time to ask the question about what was on the final note, which was quite some time ago.
But hey, maybe now we'll find out. I do think it's important to go first. Imagine if you just went and just were like, fuck it.
Who cares? I guess also this is another opportunity to just like fuck off and like...
Do side quests and
do
things.
side quests, but I want to find out what happens.
Likewise.
Also, we've run out of Genk.
Oh yeah, we were playing earlier today, the previous 2 episodes. But we've had a great chat, we've had a break, and I think this is...
Something
What's that in the
weird
middle of the
on the
road?
map.
Go pick it up.
Is that something that we've dropped? Lemon.
Yeah, it looks... Oh!
Contract on a Witcher?
Oh, let's read that.
What the fuck?
That's us!
That's us! Who's after us?
What? Is that...
I'm worried.
Yes. I'm glad you put the gear back on.
Yeah.
Who's put a contract on us?
Well, there was...
I mean, a number of people would.
Before
Before
the vampires descended upon the town, someone had asked for a contract on us. Remember when we had to fight those guys and then it turned into fighting the guards and running away?
Sure. Oh, yeah, no. I think you're...
I agree completely, young man. Lois is clearly more adhesive than Loam.
Isn't that the truth? I noticed it myself. But Clay? Now that's a real pickle to clean off.
All right, let's talk to the... Oh, did you start that or did it just...
It's the swordsman. Good to see you. Here for a spiffing? Dirty boots are a stain on professional dignity, you know. Step on up.
Need to ask you something.
Yet again? Go on then. I'm a proponent of free speech and I will gladly tell you all I know. But why not get your boots shanked while we jabber?
Sure.
Guess they could use a spit and polish.
Then I shall take advantage as well. A friend of mine used to say boots should be as clean as the soles that wear them.
Ha! And ours shouldn't be particularly
Clean
clean.
boots, clean souls. A fine slogan.
It's all yours, friend. How's business?
How's business?
Well enough. I can't complain. Though it'd be even better were certain folk to sit down for a shine as they stood and chatted.
We did it. What are you complaining about?
Yeah.
Man in the frock coat. You passed him some letters, remember?
Why, of course. I'm young, got a mind like a steel trap, but...
If you're about to tell me this information will cost me, forget it. How'd you get those letters?
Beckers brought them.
Ooh.
Why didn't you tell us this before, when we first talked?
You didn't ask about beggars now, did you?
Fair enough.
Wow, I mean,
Beggars.
He's a child. What does he...
Tell us more
you know?
about them. How many were there?
Why, 4. 1 for each letter.
Just 4? Sure you didn't get a 5th?
I can't count, you know.
Remember anything else?
okay,
These
so there
beggars
wasn't
have
a
anything in
fifth
common?
What? Come now. Each was different. Some had mismatched boots, others had no boots at all. Oh, I know! They all had no home!
Kid, my patience is starting to run a little thin. Now think hard.
Well, why would he know this one?
I don't know. But also, I mean, I know we're asking these pressing questions for a reason. But also, he's a child and he doesn't think like an adult. We can't expect him to think like an adult.
Where'd they get the letters? They picked them up? Get them from someone?
I don't know. They'd come, hand me a letter, and walk away. I asked no questions.
Okay.
Geralt, allow me to ask a question. Listen, lad. I'll be glad to mix another batch of that bootshine for you. But you must focus now and tell us all you know. Where can we find the beggars?
Well, at the shelter, most like.
Where's that?
Everyone knows. It's just round the corner. Up those stairs, then right.
Thanks, kid. For your trouble.
Uh-oh. We about to get set on?
You must visit the shelter. Look around inside.
Find the shelter.
Okay. I'm worried about those thugs.
Yes. I was just thinking about, asking children certain things like, why didn't you tell us this before? I don't know if you've ever had a conversation with an 8 to 10-year-old, but it is rambling at best.
It is seriously incoherent.
Yeah.
You've to move your little camp elsewhere, got it? This is a decent district. We need no filth folk bunning about.
Some...
Gentle.
Wait.
There's no need to raise your voices. Let's keep our calm.
Our calm is exactly what you disturb. Your vagrants bring pestilence, take work from honest folk, and sponge off ducal relief.
This guy
My
sounds like a
folk
dick.
do not harm his soul. And they've nowhere else to go.
We don't give a flying fart.
We'll help them get jobs and care, and then they won't be vagrants anymore.
Well, he just complained
What
about
do you
them
want?
taking jobs.
To talk.
Here, that's a waste of breath. We've tried it, only to tire our lips. We'll use other means of persuasion now.
No.
Calm down.
Gentlemen, calm, please.
Either get out along with these flea-ridden vagabonds, or we'll toss you all out. Our patience is gone. This place is no longer a rank refuse dump.
Scram! Decent folk live here.
Where do you think these people came from? Yeah, you're decent.
The shelter, them living here, bothers you. Question is why?
Look, Ballard. Another defender of the poor. Fighter for justice.
Yeah, well,
Damn nuisance.
anyone can become
For
the
our
poor.
women
That's right.
and young folk living next door. When even grown men fear to walk past such rabble.
Decent folk you mention. Mean yourselves.
Why? Do you doubt it?
You're the ones
Hell yes.
threatening
Hear
violence
that,
on other
Ottawa?
people.
He poking insults us. On our own turf.
Mind control.
We should step aside, good fellow. My friend is perfectly capable of settling this unfortunate dispute on his own.
I reckon you're right. There's mind control. Leave. We don't need you.
I'll break your guts around your spine.
I almost dumped my guts in fear.
You have dried fish if you need them.
Thanks. More concerned about the shitty fucking
Come now, Twitcher.
narrow.
Try me.
Wait, you can't really get away. Oh, yeah, no, it's good. Going well. They don't have dried fish.
Yeah. Wait.
Just chewing on some dried fish as you battle. It's more of a choking hazard, really. Oh, amazing.
All right. I can take a hint. Come, time to go.
I thank you so much for your aid. I tried to reason with them, but they'd have beat me blue had you not come along. I'm grateful. Immensely.
What did they want from you?
They are neighbors. Wish me to take my folk, the shelter, elsewhere. They dislike that I help the beggars. I do not oppose going elsewhere were we to have somewhere to go. But you've come with a problem, have you? My turn to aid you.
We have space on our farm.
Yeah, I suppose we do. It's sort of in the middle
What
of
is
nowhere,
this
though.
place?
Sure, it's not very helpful.
Poorhouse?
You could call it that. They come here to rest and eat a hot meal.
You help them, why?
Because they need help.
Fair enough.
Need some information. Looking for a man who might have mentioned the bootblack in Rue de Garl.
The bootblack. A feisty lad. I know him.
Any of your, wards supposed to meet him recently or soon?
Forgive me. Those I help and I are not so close that I would know. But should you wait, they'll all soon come for their meal. You can question them yourselves.
Thank you.
Sure all your usual beggars will be here?
They're not obliged to come, of course. But they rarely find a decent meal elsewhere. So, almost all in the area eat here.
Okay.
Cool. Great. Thanks.
Thanks. We'll wait. Nice of you to let us.
I like Geralt. He's such a nice chap. He pretends to be a grouchy old bitch, but he's actually quite lovely.
Yeah. He's pragmatic,
dears.
but he's kind.
I've a matter to address before I serve the soup. These two gentlemen have some questions of you. Pay attention. Answer in brief. For if you draw it out, your soup will go cold. And we wouldn't want that, would we?
Recently, 4 of you delivered sealed letters to the bootblack. I know this.
Fucking uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Does anyone know what the gentleman means?
I feel like
Go on, speak up.
if this was not
Romain?
a video game,
Why should I squeal?
I would have taken
We were all
my
told not to
tools
mention
off.
the letters. We all swore.
You can tell me, Romain. You were given a letter and you delivered it, right? Good work, Romain. Thank you. Who else?
I got one too. Gave it to the bootblack. And Freshy, he got one. But he can't tell you, as he's not here.
I still
3.
have mine.
Oh.
I'm to deliver it 2 days after the Feast of St. Barnabas.
Ooh.
Ah, letter's meaningless now? No. Can you please give me that letter?
It's a matter of importance to the duchy. Hand it over.
Geralt, that's a
Geralt,
bit
don't be mean.
Plain
firm.
and simple.
But I was to deliver it personally. Let no one else see it. That is what she said, and she was frightening.
So is
You ought to
Geralt.
heed folk who are kind and honest. These men helped me a short while ago, helped all of us. If this individual threatened you, you need not keep the promise you made.
Might not be about
All right.
promises, though.
Take it. I didn't want to see the bootblack anyways. It's always muddy there.
Thank you.
Who's the fifth
Is it,
victim?
is it Anna?
Damn it.
What is it? Another name, truly?
See for yourself.
Well, well. I must say,
wanna know if
even
you're
I
right.
did not expect this. This time you will see to our duchessa. It seems we underestimated Siana rather grossly.
Judging by this, Detloff was literally supposed to tear her heart out.
Yet first you must snap her neck. Puzzling.
She wanted to die, but not for her to suffer, I guess.
I don't know.
Puzzle complete now.
Alas, the matter's ceased to be a tantalizing brain tease and has turned incredibly grave. We've proof of a plot to assassinate Toussaint's ruler. We've proof of a coup d'etat.
Yeah.
Well, is it a coup or is it just revenge?
Well,
like,
I mean, you say that, but potentially Siana. Sorry, I'm playing with chocolate wrappers. Siana wanted the things back of her birthright. She was talking about
Is
that.
she the oldest?
I don't know. There was some... I'm flapping my hands.
That wasn't never really clear, eh?
If it was, I don't recall.
Yeah. It could be either way. It could just be that
I don't know.
she's angry and she wants revenge, or she could be like, the Duchess doesn't have any heirs. If the Duchess dies, that Siana's the next in line for the throne.
Sure.
But
And
she's been banished. Like, I don't think...
well, I don't know if she turned up, though. You never know. I don't know when she says it's my birthright. I don't know if she thinks the throne is my birthright.
Yeah.
But I think some of these trappings are. But maybe she does. I don't know.
Okay.
Duchess was to be Detloff's last
I'm
victim.
glad we didn't sleep with it.
Siana planned it from the start.
Indeed.
Awkward.
The logical conclusion, Geralt.
4 seemingly random victims to start. The virtue's their only link. Enough to get folk talking about a righteous, vengeful beast. Obscured the victims' links to Siana, even as she had those she despised killed off one by one, leaving the Duchess for last.
Had she managed to fulfill her plan, none would have questioned the reasons. Most would have thought Anna Henrietta had died for her sins. She was known to show a hard heart on many occasions, ample proof of a lack of compassion.
Why would Siana murder her own sister? Out of envy? To take power? From an inborn penchant for evil?
Yes, yes, and yes. All seem likely, and none are mutually
That's a good
exclusive.
answer.
But if you'd like to know for certain, you could always ask her yourself.
I think we should tell the Duchess.
I think so too.
I want to say this. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm. That's totally fine.
Think it's a good idea? After all, we foiled her carefully planned scheme. Think she'll even want to?
Talk to you? Would it harm you in any way to try? Some philosophers think empirical examination the sole path to knowledge. I believe you mentioned the Duchess keeps Siana locked up.
Courtiers were insisting on a harsher punishment. Much harsher. Think Anna Henrietta had to protect her sister from a lynch mob as much as she wanted to protect her subjects from a criminal. One way or another, she's locked away in a secluded wing of the palace, awaiting trial before a court of law. I'd need to get past some guards to see her.
You want to come?
Yeah.
Coming with?
Of course not. I shall await you at Mare la Chaise-Longue. I'll not risk entering the palace after Detloff and his minions rampage.
Besides, I vastly prefer the company of a simple mug of mandrake brew to that of the Duchess's vile sister.
Fair enough.
So, said straight up, it means you're going off to get drunk because you hate Siana.
I've never been fond of categorical statements of that kind, but I admit I could not vouch for my behaviour in her presence.
Well,
That's fair. At
She
least he's
treated
honest.
Detloff cruelly.
Caused his death in the end,
Yeah.
and now this? Atop all that? No, Geralt. I will not go with you. I will await you at the cemetery.
he
That's
feels
fair.
that he had to kill his friend because of her. And
Yeah.
yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Thanks, random guy.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, now we've got an optional talk to Siana. It was interesting as they were saying, you know,
Here in Beauclair, all's right and fair.
would she tell us? I think we've seen from her behaviour in the past that she likes to have someone that she can confide in about, like, because she feels like she's been wronged, right?
Sure.
So, like, she's wanting to be like, no, you don't understand. Actually, it was them that was the bad one.
I also think there's an element of her that thinks she's smarter and so doesn't feel super threatened by sharing it.
She feels like she's still got all the playing cards. I'm worried that she still has a way of achieving.
I agree.
I feel like we should warn at least Damien.
Well, we can go talk to Damien first, but these optional sides, I don't know. I feel that they're worth doing.
Oh,
generally.
yeah.
My belly's roaring.
I feel
I
like
never knew vampire exterminations could be so hard.
if it were the other way around, like optional
worked
talk to
out quite
Damien,
the
I would go
appetite.
and tell him. But I think talking to Damien will take us to
Progress that. Yeah.
the knighting ceremony or whatever it was.
I don't know how far we've got to go.
Sorry, what was that?
How far have we got to go?
We have 150 feet.
I'll quickly tell the pillow story.
Oh my gosh, yes, tell the pillow story.
So, friends, this morning I was looking at this giant pillow that I was like, that's really cool. I really want that. So I sent a picture of it off to the husband who was upstairs getting ready for the day. And I immediately hear this kind of visceral shout, no! And at first I thought, what the heck is that? Is the cat stuff?
Is he telling off the cats?
Yeah. Oh, no, they're down with it. What's going on? And he romps on down and he said he saw a picture of the pillow. And he said it like unbidden. He didn't mean to yell it, but he was just so shaken by it. That he couldn't. And he said, you haven't ordered it already, have you? And I said, oh no, I have nowhere to put it. Now, this is the picture of the pillow. And he said, okay, but if you want a giant pillow, could you get like a Snorlax or something? No, I asked,
or a
you want...
Totoro.
Yeah, I asked something cute. And he said, yeah. And I thought, no, I like how realistic this spider is. And that's the thing that was disturbing him the most. So... yeah, that was this morning.
Strangely enough, he was slightly disturbed by the concept of a gigantic tarantula pillow. Imagine every time you walk into your bedroom, it's like, hello.
Yeah. So, but it
how
hadn't
we've
occurred
just
to me.
wandered into the palace at this point.
Yeah.
Like,
It hadn't occurred to me that it was super disturbing.
it hadn't occurred to you at all.
That it was super disturbing.
Izza. What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Can I
take this.
steal your
Roast chicken.
Yes.
Yeah, nice. Brioche.
We're so far into the game and we're like, yeah,
Roast
brioche.
chicken.
Okay. I need to
Stuff
go
my pockets
up.
with roast meat.
There's a guard at the end of the hall.
Well, just see what
Guess
happens.
We'll see. Oh, okay.
Halt!
We'll just do our...
Need to see Siana urgently.
In the matter of?
I don't...
I'm inclined to go to the shop one.
Yeah, let's do it.
Need to interrogate her. New facts have come to light. Need them explained. Seems she was planning your Duquesse's assassination.
Ah, fine then. You're that witcher who solved the murders, no? Then you've my permission, but only for a few minutes.
Thank you.
Promise to be brief.
Well, that was good. I'm surprised they don't have more guards. I'm sorry, I'm chewing into
The witcher
mic.
will speak with the inmate. You can take a momentary break.
As long as it's truly but a moment. Highly irregular, this.
I mean, they can
Stick around.
stick around.
Have you come to see how I fare? I'm fine, thank you. Artorius' ribbon worked wonders. It's a shame they took it from me
I
for...
know who the fifth victim was supposed to be.
Goodness, you're simply a compulsive snoop.
Yes.
I'm in prison. Dettlaff is dead. Could you not just drop it?
Siana, stop pretending you couldn't care less. I know it's an act, and it's really starting to wear. Why do you want to kill her?
For such an accomplished investigator to ask about the obvious? Come now, Geralt. Why do you think?
Bottom one.
Bottom one, yeah.
Because she turned her back on you, then banished all memory of you?
Bravo, Geralt. Yet another riddle solved, and your sick curiosity sated. Well, what now? Off to share your discovery with Anna Henrietta? Oh, she's no longer in danger, true. But she very well might add a little something to your
It's not about the reward, but she should know how
Definitely
dangerous you
gonna
are.
tell her. Not necessarily for the coin, though.
Then why do it at all?
She ought to know. If only 'cause you'll probably try to kill her again if she ever lets you out.
I probably will.
Yeah?
Perhaps Perhaps, just for a second, you could stop dwelling on all the wrongs folk have done you and forgive her.
Why should I?
For old time's sake. You loved each other once.
She still loves her.
I don't know who fed you that rubbish, but...
Read your governess's diary. You played together, were inseparable. Henriette'd get you into trouble sometimes, sure. But there were also times she stood up for you. When you had nightmares, only she could calm you. Time eats away at memories, distorts them. Sometimes we only remember the good. Sometimes only the bad.
If she loved me so, why did she wash her hands off me? Forget me.
She was only a child, just like you were.
She was a child.
Siana, you were exiled when she was how old? 12? 13? She was a child. What was she supposed to do? Rebel? Organize a coup? Steal your father's seal and forge a pardon? She was powerless. Wiped you from her memory not because she didn't care, but because your departure was traumatic for her. She forgot because that was the only way she could handle the pain.
Ugh. You really want a happy ending, don't you?
Of course.
Ah, with all of us living happily ever after.
Well, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Witcher, or they'll give your medal to another. And that would be a shame.
Farewell, Siana.
Commander de la Tour would like to see you. Shall we go at once?
No, I need to change my outfit.
Need to tend to one thing first. I'll look in on him afterwards.
So be it.
I'll get in trouble for walking around without the right clothes on.
Yes.
Wow, that was interesting, eh?
Yeah, it was.
I'm glad we did it.
Yeah, and I'm glad we got the opportunity to say what we said. I don't know. I'm torn about the forgiveness thing. It's up to her whether or not she wants to forgive, right?
Yeah, it is. But I also think, place blame where blame is due, right?
Yes.
I think even the fact that their parents banished her because they thought that she was... Are we supposed to be wearing gloves?
I thought we had no gloves on.
Had no gloves on? Okay. Our hands just hanging out
bare, naked.
Unequipped.
Saucy fingers.
And we didn't have our swords on either, but...
I don't think so, but...
Shall I just leave them and see what happens?
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, they banished her, right? Because they thought that she was evil. But, they could have just, I think I said this in a previous episode, they could have, set her up with a little cottage and another and, a little bit of money to live off. There's banishing and banishing.
Yes, and they...
In the old days when people got banished, they often got banished to a location and were, fine.
Cared for reasonably. Yeah, it was just get out of sight. We don't want to think about you.
Yeah, and don't be in the country where you're going to cause political strife.
Mm-hmm. But as it is, they completely...
They fucked her over, and she's got the right to be angry about that.
Absolutely, I do agree with that. And that's the point of the story, right? Is that it's not... it's not got a easy answer to it.
Our feet are so white. It's weird me
out.
out.
Just romp past the Pelskar. Oh yeah, we're not far. Okay. Hello.
What's up?
Damien.
Geralt, it's about time. Ready for the ceremony?
Pretty much. Yes, bottom one, bottom one.
Your face doesn't look good. Though it looked even worse last I saw you.
I apply a balm of arnica. Yeah, I hardly feel it anymore.
Let's tell him this.
Got some important information. Anna Henrietta was supposed to be Detloff and Siana's 5th victim.
You are certain of this?
Completely. Found proof.
Inconceivable. How could she? The murders, the mayhem she brought down on the city, were they not enough? She sought to strike down her own sister, her liege. Traitor.
I think
Well,
it's
it's
less
a
about
traitor.
Enlarge the Duchess's honor guard. Make certain Silviana is closely watched during the questioning. I'll see to it personally.
Good.
I thank you, Witcher, for alerting me, and I appreciate your attentiveness. Let's begin the ceremony. Come with me. The Duchess
I wonder if
awaits.
she's going to try something.
Yeah, that's why I'm glad he's gonna increase the guard. Although, I wonder about whether we should not tell Anna Henrietta. Because of how much it will hurt her.
Well, we've told the right
Oh,
person.
they took
anyway.
our swords off us.
In the Guild's name, I beg your assistance, your enlightened highness. Without barrels, production will come to a stop, and it will be the end of us.
You lost them all in the fire. These are horrible tidings. Oh, we are most dreadfully saddened.
Yes, your enlightened highness all. Once the beasts had clawed their way into the warehouse, the whole place went up in flames.
I shall dispatch a palace guardsman to examine the site of the blaze. If things are, as you say, fitting compensation shall be paid from the ducal treasury.
Thank you, your enlightened highness.
Insurance fraud?
Your grace, Geralt of Rivia has arrived.
My dear subjects, we come now to our next point of business. Of all the duties which fall upon my shoulders, as the ruler of this dominion, this duty is
He looks
dearest
so little.
to my heart. For now, we shall award the Order of Vitis Vinifera, Tucson's highest honor.
Geralt of Rivia,
Did he just
slayer of
sniff
the
his
beast of
pets?
Beauclair.
Yes.
Step forth.
He's getting weird about something,
We
isn't he?
bestow the distinction upon the Witcher, who saved Beauclair from the
I mean, it
terrible
wasn't
beast.
technically us.
Such is our desire. May the symbol serve as a reminder to all that the Witcher shall forever remain a friend of Beauclair.
Oh, don't drink that.
In more familiar terms now, I thank you immensely, Geralt. Damien has your reward for you. After all, it was but a contract.
Oh, are we gonna be rich now?
Thank you.
I have a small surprise for you, in addition. I give you more than a dozen barrels of Sonreal, a wine normally reserved for the ducal table. The gustatory experience of a lifetime awaits. Are you content?
Sure. Oh, okay. So that's. I think we should go with your initial gut, which was don't ruin.
Don't tell her.
Yeah, go with truly honored, because we've
Yeah.
already told the person who actually protects her. So
Yeah.
I think that's fine.
Feels like a second distinction. I'm honored. Thank you.
I trust you shall make good use of it. In a moment I shall speak to Siana. Will you assist me?
What?
You returned my sister to me, yet you also showed me her horrendous deeds. As head of state, I must judge her fairly.
Her hair and
But
crown
she is my
situation.
sister.
It's very weird.
Thus my heart bleeds for her.
If my presence will help in any manner, of course I'll stay.
We shall now question a person implicated in the murders which recently ravaged our fair city of Beauclair. Captain de la Tour, show Sylvia Anna in.
I'm very interested about how all their names do and don't. Like, she seems to have different names depending on the situation.
Might it just be a title thing? I don't know.
The Witcher will take part in our talk.
Free to do as I choose.
I'm not a prisoner. Free to do as I choose.
You have committed crimes. Grave crimes. Yet you are my sister, and my heart does not allow me to treat you as a common criminal. Thus I have asked Geralt to advise me, as one impartial. I shall now hear what he has to say.
Top one.
Yeah.
I think that's true.
Bitterness consumes Siana. She had cause to resent many of the court of Beauclair. I know her reasons, understand them even. But I can't condone the actions she chose to take.
Yeah.
What is he talking about, Siana?
You know exactly what. I was forcibly exiled, remember? To your benefit. You knew well the throne
She's
would
the
then
elder.
be yours, though I was the elder. The ministers I can understand. They'd hated me since I was a child, thought me a poor prospect for the wife of a duke. I even understand our parents. I'd always sensed the problem. They simply feared me, for I dared to be free. That fabricated curse, it fell into their laps. A gift from above that brought relief. But you... Your dagger hurt most. You were my Henrietta, dammit. My darling little sister. Now do you understand, Witcher? She betrayed me.
Yeah.
Claim to understand them all? Why'd you come back for revenge? Have them all cut down then?
They deserved my vengeance. They detested me, all of them, as long as I can remember. But Henrietta understood me. Once. She was all I could cling to. Her betrayal hurt the most.
You were children then. You and your sister both had no control over what happened.
You're wrong, Witcher. She had control. Remember, dear sister? The day they banished me from the palace. Of course, I'd had the idea to pelt the Nilfgaardian envoy with fish bladders, which we filled with rancid suet on a lark, and which you set afire at the last to impress me, I imagine. And I admit, you did. Hit him right in his hideous bald patch. Never laughed so hard in my life. But when it came time to find the culprit, you said not a word. I took all the blame and all the punishment.
It's true. I did not stand up for you. I was too afraid.
The council was unanimous. They listed all my offenses. My flights from the palace, supposed acts of cruelty, inappropriate friendships. They cast me out, but you, the only one to understand me, you cowered in a corner, lifted not a finger to help. Not before, not after. You never tried to find me.
That's not true. I searched for you, sent out knights, gathered tidings from without. You did not wish to be found. Since the day you vanished, I have lived with the knowledge that I failed you. I'm sorry, dear sister.
Don't get too close to her.
Can you forgive me?
She's gonna fucking stab her.
Yeah, she is. That's what she wanted. Oh.
Fuck, I'm so terrified.
I'm
but
so
maybe
nervous.
everything that we said was enough.
About forgiveness?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Holy shit. My heart is like dooka 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 dooka.
This game is set
waiting
us up to
like,
expect the
jump
worst.
in to like stop her from stabbing her to death.
We're so primed to expect the worst, right?
Yeah.
All in all, best part of the whole ceremony, it was short.
Perhaps for you, as you ducked out early. The others are probably just getting started. The drunkenness never ends in this quaint realm.
Hey.
Not so
Having
fond
fun.
of Toussaint after all, are we?
Oh, this place is like a strong wine, Geralt. Good in small sips. How do you find my personal brew? Not too strong?
Just right.
Credit the local mandrake of the Alrauna diavolis variety for that. The tubers which grow in this area's volcanic soil have an altogether unique flavour profile.
He's
and
such a
display a
nerd.
remarkably
I love it.
uncommon dark brown tint.
Fascinating. All I can say is this batch turned out excellent.
Indeed. It might be wise to stockpile some roots for the future. Would you care to accompany me?
Why not?
Sure.
Yeah.
I kind of just want to say fine.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm in.
If you think it's a good idea, let's go. But I think you might be forgetting one thing. Fresh mandrake root of this variety is highly toxic, even to a witcher.
Ah, not a problem. I never forget matters of safety and hygiene in alchemy.
How is this not over? What's happening?
Gloves and a mask. Don them, and you shall be in no danger.
Thanks. Right then, let's go.
This is cute.
What the heck?
Optional, put the
This
gloves and mask
moonlight
on.
makes me oh so dreamy.
Penny for your thought.
We're
That's
both
fantastic.
like, is the game over? Like, what's happening? Shall I follow or should we stop here?
Can we save here? Would be my question. 'Cause
Let me guess. Succubus twins?
Ooh.
No, I was thinking about, how anything can look interesting when properly lit.
I mean,
Even
that's
an
true.
old necrophage corpse?
You've not an ounce of refinement in you, have you?
Hang on, I want to put on this outfit because... hang on, I'll do this first. Because I want to see what it looks like.
What outfit?
He gave us masks and gloves.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we've got gloves on.
And we'll forget to do it. Gloves are picking me. Okay, great. Yes. And the mask.
Because I suspect it's going to make us look really funny, so... Where's it gone? Here it is. Oh!
All right. Do it. That's where it wants to put it.
Sure.
Weird stumpy plague doctor. Who do we eat?
Shall we just...
Do this. Let's do this.
Let's just do this. See if this quest completes things somehow.
It's such a strange quest to be on after
I
a
know.
massive... It makes me more worried because it's not over.
I know, right? Like, what's happening?
And just to your right of that. Yeah, sparkles. There you go.
Regis, where'd you go?
Now, where'd that bloodsucker go? Won't be easy to track down. He's a vampire, after all.
Oh,
Regis!
Has he disappeared on us?
Oh.
Has he just been like, I'm out. I can't handle all this bullshit anymore.
Damn it, where'd you go?
Regis!
Oh shit.
You raise your hand against the vampire!
I did what I had to do!
Oh shit.
Oh, he's in trouble. Oh, from the other vampire. What's his name?
Oh.
Those Bruxay, they called you a traitor.
Alas, we've a very simple code of honor, we vampires. So simple you might call it trivial. Either one is with us, unconditionally, regardless of the circumstances, or...
Won't let it go, will they?
They will not. Fortunately, we've another rule, an unwritten one, and just as trivial as the first. It is neatly summarized in the saying, out of sight, out of mind.
He needs to leave.
That is why I must leave Toussaint. For a vastly long time, most like.
Yeah, I get it.
Let us make for my camp. I've an overwhelming desire to have another drink.
Just leave these
Corpses.
these poor sentient people who we just murdered because they just were in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Supreme bouquet. Firm, defined beginning. Then develops gently, rising to a startling finish. Don't you think?
Not much of a connoisseur.
Then it is high time you started your education. After all, the Corvo Bianco vineyard is now yours. By the way, I left a gift for you at your new home. On the nightstand.
Amazing.
Really?
Thanks. Mind telling me what it is?
A trifle.
Lube?
That will nonetheless be useful should you need mutagens.
Ooh.
Incidentally, have you thought about what you'll do with your prize? Shall you hang your swords over the mantle and take to pruning vines?
I think we need to... Sorry, crackety. We need to invite Yennefer to
Yes.
come stay there.
No, not settled down for good. I'm just made to get... Don't know.
Don't really know yet. Might find the life of a hard-working vintner too tempting one day.
I suspect this tomatoes are going to be real
Or
squishy.
maybe I'll
I'm
just
like,
stick to the path. Go on roaming, staring up at the stars after laying my bedroll at the roadside.
Ah, roadsides, bedrolls, and the sky above. I sense some poetry coming on, which, of course, brings to mind Dandelion. I can remember a night, not too far from here if I'm not mistaken. We hid in a cave while a blizzard raged all about. Does that sound at all familiar?
How could it not? We just set off to rescue Ciri from Vilgefortz.
Our encounter with Vilgefortz. That is something I do not remember so fondly. But that first stay in Beauclair, far calmer than this one.
Seemed like a land straight out of a fairy tale back then. Its sole problem, cellars too small to accommodate all that wine.
Appearances, Geralt. Appearances, like Mamoons and Dopplers, deceive. So what did become of Vilgefortz?
Killed him. Sure wasn't easy, though.
where'll you go?
What about you? Any idea where you'll go?
Distance is of the essence. I thought I might venture south.
Nilfgaard?
Why ever not? The Nilfgaardians are a modern society. None there believe in vampires anymore. This fact alone could be very useful to one wishing to remain incognito.
Interesting point of view. I so don't feel like going anywhere.
Oh!
Sit here a while longer.
I feel like we got a good ending.
So we shall, my friend. We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited, many great and weighty events. After all that toil, I believe we deserve a bit of a rest.
That we do.
Oh, broke the fourth. Okay. We got a good one! Did we get a good one? I feel like we got a good ending.
That was so beautiful!
I'm deeply curious about the other endings now.
Yeah.
Do we want to play through from the other?
Yeah.
Maybe not today, maybe next time we play?
Sure.
Because if it's a similar amount of time, we can do it in about roughly 3 episodes. So, or 3 hours, friends.
Yeah, although we have one before this.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe
Still.
4. But yeah. I definitely want to see the elder vampire and stuff. That would have been really cool. Wow. But this is officially the end, so I just want to see if my thing does tell me what year we started.
Yeah, I'm feeling less conflicted about this
Began
end than
2017.
Oh, so we finished.
5 years.
Nice. I'm feeling less conflicted about this end than I have about some of our other ones. This one felt reasonably okay.
Yeah, I feel really good about it.
Yeah.
I feel happy about Anna and Siana reuniting.
Yeah.
I feel like Siana's probably still going to end up in jail.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
at least
absolutely.
they've mended.
But it'll be
It'll be
an
fancy rich person jail.
aristocratic jail.
I feel happy that Regis survived.
Yes, likewise. I'm pleased about that. I think, wanted for... Fuck, his name's gone from my head. The vampire.
Detlef.
I had kind of wanted Detlef to survive.
Okay.
But I'm not...
I wanted him to survive up until we set vampires on the whole city.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I'm shrugging because he probably... If it's someone who would have done that anyway, he had it in him, you worry that he would do it again, right?
Yeah.
But I kind of wanted him to survive, kind of. I felt
I felt
for
bad
him.
for him. I felt really bad for him, but I do think that like he took it. Even Siana was only killing people who had personally wronged her. But Detlef took it to the next level of just like killing random people all through the city.
Yeah, I made a face because we don't necessarily know that about Siana. She had a hardness in her. She certainly didn't feel badly about using Detlef and any consequences that might come to him. And she's the head of a band of rogues who are doing damage and harm to people, potentially. I'm just saying.
Wild speculation.
It is wild speculation, yes. But I think, saying that she only harms people who harmed her, I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we don't have evidence of that, but we do have evidence of Detlef harming innocent people.
Yes. But I don't think it's a trade-off between the two of them.
It's not a trade-off, yeah.
I think they're both terrible.
I'm just going to press a button.
And see what happens?
And
skip.
See where we are.
Actually, I'd love to go home.
Would you? Where's home?
Go home.
Oh, let's go to because he left something on our dresser. Let's do that quickly.
Yeah. Where are we in relation to Corvo Bianco? We're very far away. Is
Fast
there
travel.
a thing near us? Yes.
Well, it's handy. It's like they planned that. Yeah, so I don't think it's a trade-off of... I think
who was the better person.
Although I think the game kind of sets you up to think that way, but they're both terrible.
Yeah. She definitely needs to be in prison. And yeah, I mean, he probably does too. But I do think they both got a really fucking raw deal.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Can you imagine the parents? They must have been so horrible to just be like, this is our unfavored child.
Firstborn is a menace, and they're psychopaths, right?
Yeah.
Terrible.
But a few drops of wine, and lo and behold...
Let's go see what's on our dresser. Oh.
Master Witcher, some unknown individual barged into the residence. I resisted as best I could, but to no avail.
You're okay, man.
Who is it?
Alas, they did not do me the basic courtesy of introducing themselves.
Is it Yen?
Is what?
Is it Yen? No, surely. It wouldn't be Yen, would it? All right. Who have we got? Devin.
Geralt's like waiting for someone to try and murder him. He's still got mandrake gloves on.
Oh, no, terrible.
Unexpected as ever.
come here and hang out with us in the vineyard.
And beautiful as ever.
Won't you even ask why I've come? Or how I found you?
Wouldn't get a straight answer anyway.
Quite true.
Used to bother me, all your secrets. Now I know if you have something to tell me, you'll tell me. Don't need to ask.
I missed you, Geralt. Madly. Come outside. We can hold hands and stare at the sky. Like some shitty two-crown romance.
Yeah, but you know that she's into it. She's so into it. She's such a romantic at heart.
We're into it.
Geralt's a romantic at heart,
Yeah.
too. This is what she wanted.
Gosh.
She wanted them to have a little farm somewhere and be away from politics and...
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Okay, yes, let's get into this. Okay, what are we doing first?
Can I say this one?
Yes, please.
Ever thought this day would come? Me and you, peace and quiet. Bees buzzing, birds chirping.
I almost regret delaying so long before coming to you. I was quite the silly goose.
You have doubts? Though I imagine it might have been hard coming after me. Always were proud as a peacock.
Please, Geralt. I'm not like other sorceresses to feel that following someone means my wings have been clipped.
Ooh, watch what you say about your colleagues. Remember, it's an ill bird that fouls its own nest.
Well said, Witcher. You're not only handsome, but wise, too.
Just
I
having us
feel a
on.
bit like the cat that got the canary.
Yeah, and I'm... Damn it, you win. This time.
Ha!
How'd that start, anyway? Our duels and wordplay.
Forgotten. It was at a vernissage in Banard. You started it to keep from going mad with boredom. I remember finding your sense of humour both groan-worthy and somehow endearing. Never change, Geralt. I beg you.
I mean, I don't think we're really capable of it at this point.
Second one, I think. Yeah.
Liking Toussaint so far?
The landscape's lovely and the towns are charming, no question about that.
But
But the southern sun plays havoc
Pheasant
with my
clipping.
wardrobe. To be blunt, wear black down here and you're pretty damn hot.
might need to think about changing your color palette. Off-white and pea green, for instance.
And I'll wear scents distilled from turnips and daisies. I think I shall simply stay in the shade. And you'll bring me cool drinks. At regular intervals.
Yeah, right.
Fair enough.
Bring you whatever you want.
Let's get into any of them. Yeah, that's fine.
Brought quite a few books. Let me guess. Working on a new spell?
Not at all. These aren't grimoires, just pleasure reading. The Name of the Orchid. A widower for half a year.
Always thought you too busy to make time for something as impractical as pleasure reading.
Because I was. But now I'm not. A few weeks ago, I awoke to the realization that I know not what to do next. I have no plan. I have no goal. And you know what? I like that. Finally, I can stop thinking about politics and focus on what's important to me.
What's important?
Which is why I came here.
What a sweet ending.
You know, feels kind of strange having a home.
I must say I never pictured you owning real estate.
Oh, it's thrust upon us, but we're happy
Was
about it.
something of an accident, but I'm not about to complain. Yen, back then, before we fought the hunt, said you wanted to run away with me to the world's end. This vineyard, good enough?
Yes, although there's one thing missing.
Namely,
I shall give you a hint. It's large, white, has 4 legs, category taxidermy.
Oh my goodness.
oh yeah, the unicorn. Fine, you can bring it down here.
I knew you'd see things my way.
we would look. We are happy to indulge her kinks. That's fine.
Oh yeah,
Let's go.
I don't know if you were thinking the same thing as me, but when she said there's one thing missing, I was like, is it their daughter? Are we gonna get Siri
I
as
did
well?
that too, but Siri's living her own life, right?
Well, she's on the park.
So,
Yes.
So she can come
talk
visit.
again later.
Of course. I'm not going anywhere.
I was already happy with our ending, and now I'm so pleased.
Oh, same. Oh, I'm so pleased. It's everything he deserves.
This being the entire ending of the game, for us anyway, right?
Yeah.
I'm feeling really satisfied with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, sure, we could continue side questing if we wanted to. I don't think we will.
I
but-
feel
I mean, part of me does want to finish off some of those things, but
maybe, but I also feel that we've finished.
it's nice to end the game on the end. Yeah, I just want to see what this thing that Regis left for
On
us
our bedside table.
was.
Oh.
Letter
Ooh.
from Regis.
Okay.
And muta generator.
So it's
What the
letter.
fuck is that?
Dear Geralt, if you're reading these words, it means I am already far beyond the borders of Toussaint and you have found my mutagenerator. Of course, you may dub this instrument however you like, perhaps something more fitting to your taste or better reflecting its function, for I have no doubt your knowledge on the subject of mutagens is far more profound and thorough than mine. I have been working on this device in my spare time, but it is now finished and I am convinced as an inventor can be before his invention has been used as intended, of the usefulness of this apparatus. You are surely wondering what function it is meant to serve. As the name indicates, the mutagenerator generates mutagens. It operates by absorbing the electromagical energy waves from bodies, in this case, the bodies of the monsters and evildoers you kill. And when it has absorbed enough, so as to be charged a critical amount, the mutagenerator changes the stored energy into a greater mutagen, which I suspect you will make good use of. As you surely understand, I am an amateur engineer, which is why you must forgive the lack of an ability for you to direct this operation. Which mutagen emerges as a result is determined at random, meaning chance will decide if it is a green, red, or blue mutagen. Chance! Yet I have noted the colours tend to alternate by and large. I trust you shall find my gift useful. Your dearly devoted friend, Emil Regis Rohilic Tizef Godefroy. P.S. You might be wondering why I decided to toss the mutagenerator into your home instead of simply handing it to you in person. Well, you must know I did it out of modesty, believe it or not. Take care, Geralt, and may my gift serve you well.
Cute. She's like, I don't want you to thank me in person.
That is cute. So that's, I suppose, a fun wee mechanic if you continue playing, right? As a little bit of a reward.
Hey, Marlene, doing good. Not starving to death anymore.
So
I definitely could feel like if I wasn't.
My
Random person. If I wasn't playing this for Let's Play online, I might be like, yeah, I'm just gonna finish off all the side quests. Why the fuck not? Just because it's such an enjoyable game to play. But I feel like, as you just said, it feels like such a good ending, like story-wise, narrative-wise. Basically, Geralt's got everything he could ever have wanted, and I'm just really happy for it.
I am too. I do wonder if both him and Ned would feel some, urge to itchy feet, right?
Yeah, we talked about this at the end of the core game, right? Like, I think we agreed at the time that we could see them doing this for a decade or two, but at some point they're going to get bored.
Right,
and that's fine.
I think that's fair, but right now they're in this phase of life where they just want to be chill.
To be honest, I feel like Yennefer should adopt a gaggle of baby sorceresses and just be like,
I love that. Yes.
I'm going to be a wicked and wonderful mother.
Yes. Anything else we want to talk about that ending?
No, I just feel really happy and satisfied.
I'm pleased as well. I'm very pleased. Friends, we may play the alternate ending, but I'd be curious about... Oh, you're standing on the chaise lounge.
Okay. That's fair.
I'd be interested though in what you thought of this particular ending and some of the decisions we made around it, and B, if
was
you
it
played
satisfying for you?
Yeah.
If you got this ending or just saw it?
Did you get the ending you wanted?
Yeah.
So I'm just curious about.
Thank you so much for everyone who's been on this whole journey with us, whether you started in 2017 or you started last week.
We appreciate the company.
It's been such a great adventure.
Yeah, we've really enjoyed sharing it with you and
with each other.
So, friends, this is it for the main body of The Witcher. If we play other bits and pieces here, then that'll be great. But otherwise, we will catch you on something else.
Catch you next time.
See ya.
Bye. I've got emotions! I'm gonna cry!
I'm so happy. I am so happy.